All right. I think we're live. Let me get some. Oh god. Sorry. Let's do some lo-fi real quick. Da-da-da. All right. No. Someone. Ooh. Yeah. All right. So, welcome. I'm here to stream today. Yeah. Hopefully, you guys doing well. Let's do a little bit of maintenance. So we know. Let me manage this real quick. Let's do that. Just so people know. I need to get the live thing, huh? How do I do this again? Twitch. Starting a little bit of maintenance. Link. Alright. Excuse me. This link. Paste. Live. Alright. So I do have like the tags for Baldur's Gate. I might have to switch that up a little bit. But it's okay. Let me just pull this up to the side real quick. I'll do the editing portion. Man, how are you guys doing? I'm like, it's one of those nights where I was debating if I plan to stream tonight, but I was like, you know what? I feel the energy. I'm feeling good today, for the most part, and yeah. So I might do a little bit of gaming tonight, but I just want to like sit back, chill a little bit, and also like do a little bit of chatting. Because I think the funny thing about this is like this past week has been quite interesting. I have literally been work has been interesting, and also for the most part I think like a whole turn of events of how things are going is great. There's a very good progression in terms of like work life wise and all positive stuff. I can't divulge in terms of like I don't want to put my work stuff out there completely, but just know it's going in a positive manner, and I think this new direction is going to help me like refixate onto like personal development and all that stuff. And I think like also, man, I have to give a shout out to one of my favorite artists again, because I think like the past few times I've been like on their stream, shout out Tatiana Manawis for like her positivity for her stream, also the music that she's been putting out as well. And honestly, just like it's been like a learning curve for a lot of things, and a lot of like basically like seeing who I am as a person, and also seeing like how other people affect me as like an individual. And I think nowadays it's been quite I've recentered myself, and it's one of those realization where it's just like it really shouldn't let people affect your mood, honestly, and affect how you are as a person. And it is such a kind of comforting in some sense that, if like people don't show up, they don't show up kind of thing. It's And I say that in like the most respectful way because I know like everyone has their lives, everyone has like all that stuff, but the real ones out there that like I've noticed is always the ones that like come around, and they really do come around and just like be there for you. And I feel like so grateful, you know? It's like it's really grateful. I feel very grateful for those that are willing to like do that, and I think like having and I think it's a reminder for everybody. It's like I think recognizing that you have that circle around you is, you know, it's such a nice thing, and like I get in my head all the time, kind of thing, and it is honestly the most hardest thing or hardest realization I've had recently, because I feel like for a long time it feels like no like you kind of sometimes have those moments of isolation of like, oh shoot, it's like there's no really anyone around, or no one's really around to like see the things you do. Sometimes it doesn't even matter, but then when you start putting yourself out there and like allowing yourself to be open for those around you, you kind of see who are those that are like taking their time to really like coming like to actually like either support you or like lend a shoulder on stuff. And like not everyone want to show up that way, and that's fine too. Like people have friends for different things, and that sounds like something that I'm talking about nowadays, because it's been very, oh dude, it's like I think for a little bit of time it just felt like I wasn't being like connected around with those people around me anymore. And it happens to the best of us, because I feel the majority portion of it is us trying to like manage all those that is around us. And in another stream that I was in, we were talking about this as well, where my therapist actually like asked me directly, say, hey yo, it's like you have all this stuff going on in your head, and you're letting all this kind of just like muddle around you, and you're like trying to reach left and right, trying to make sure to see like what can you grasp at, and it's like almost sometimes you're like grasping at straws at times, and that's not always a good sign, because sometimes you gotta like center yourself and really just be yourself, and like let that attract what is like meant for you, kind of thing. And I know there's a lot of people out there that don't believe in manifestation, but up until recently, like this past week, where I think manifestation in some sense, where whatever energy you put out, you kind of get back in. And I think, or at least from what I knew, like I was in a dark place in some sense. Like everything was great in like the light and the good portion, but then when it got dark, like it got dark. Like it was like you think like a slope, it was going straight down. Hold on, let me just make this a little bigger. And we have those moments, right? That's not what I want. Like, anyways, so the reason why I'm talking about this is that this is kind of like a testament to myself, also in a way to talk about how sometimes we aren't always gonna be at the top of our game. Sometimes we let ourselves fall, and that's okay. I think that's kind of like the real portion of being human. And another thing apart about being human is that we have to be like be kind to yourself, like it's I think we don't practice kindness enough to ourselves in comparison to like, hey, it's like, oh, we want like to be kind to others, be nice to others, but we have the hard time just doing that to ourselves, and like being able to express that and say, hey, this is what I'm doing, this is the best that I can show up as. And sometimes that can be that could be like pretty dang low, you know? Like it might be the hardest thing for you to actually show up sometimes, but the fact that you did show up at those low moments is literally the best that you can do at the moment. And I think that you should give yourself credit for that, and not just like push off and just allow yourself to sit in like the what's that word? Sit in the like the negative portion of like what's going on. It's like, yes, there's a lot of things that goes on in our life. And also it's just like, what I mean by not sit too much into it, it's not like, oh, you don't acknowledge what you're feeling or what you're doing, but you sit there, let it soak in, but don't let that be the stopper for what you can have to come, kind of thing, you know? And like there's a very fun difference between like positivity and hope and toxic positivity. Like toxic positivity is something I learned recently, where it's just like you kind of always like all this on this high and idealism that like everything's great and all, or gonna be great, but you don't acknowledge the portion that you need to work on. And I think that portion of it, when you acknowledge the negative, that's what's happening to you, how you're feeling, that is the part that you're like, okay, I know what is going on, I know what's coming around, like what is affecting me to be this manner, like what am I gonna do about it? Like you're not just, I think when you think of it as oh, things are gonna be okay, like, you know, this is a slump, that doesn't necessarily solve the issue, you know? Sometimes those issues come from within, or actually a lot of times it comes from within, you know? And that's kind of something you have to acknowledge yourself and realize what are those causes. And it may not necessarily be something that, you know, it might not actually be you. And if you dig deeper sometimes, like you actually might find that a lot of these causes aren't from you, but it could be from the people around you as well. Not to put the blame on everyone else, but sometimes, you know, negative energy is negative energy. But if you do acknowledge something that's going on with you, that's happening, that's like innately like going on inside here, you know, or inside here, sometimes you gotta think about like what is actually the cause, not just give a answer of, oh, this is just how I am, kind of thing. Because at the end of the day, I think for a improvement purpose for yourself is that sometimes you have to acknowledge that there's a good and bad up here. And if you acknowledge there's a good and bad up here, what can you do to change it? Like just saying it sucks or it doesn't like work and all that stuff doesn't really do anything for you. It's the actions that you take afterwards, right, that really makes that impact. And sometimes that might be doing like taking on some new challenges, or choosing a different direction, making decisions that are hard, you know? Like that can be things that you do, like that you actually have control of. And if we're bringing back around a circle, what I was talking about earlier about what I learned from my therapist is that in this world, there's like this, like right here, this amount of stuff that you control. And those things include your actions, your reactions, and like how you perceive things and what opportunities you're willing to take, versus all this stuff out here that is outside of this circle, like all around here that you can't control. And the fact that there a lot of us like to focus around the outer portion of it, of what we cannot control. And because of that, I feel like it's been, a lot of people do have a harder time like with self-improvement, or they find self dug in a ditch, or in extreme cases they could be under depression. Again, I'm not a therapist, or nor am I any like licensed like life coach or anything, but this is something that, like, at least for me, my experience from what I'm going through and also what I've gone through before, this is why I kind of recognize the pattern, right? there's a pattern to these things, and sometimes not like repeatable patterns, but then you see yourself sometimes things that come back in the sense that it a wound that you probably had before from previous issues or previous like interactions or relationships. Those things can sometimes come back up, not in the same fashion, but in a new way, you know. And we have to recognize that that happens at times. And it might not be like, it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be like growing up as a child, like your childhood and all that. Like all that affects everything. And that's something like I kind of, you know, um, that I personally notice. Because this is where it's like, in terms of for me, it's like, it's always been lucky because my family has always been tight and knit, all that stuff. But then there's also the form factor of like, I've like, in terms of group of friends, I've always been someone that just bounced around. Like, I never had a full on, like, oh, this is the day ones only. There's no, like, that's the main group all the time kind of thing. And I think that's because for me, I've always been a traveler in a sense where people's experience, people's opinions give me insight, whether it's a right or wrong opinion, right, or whether it's a shallow or deep connection. Every single one of these, like, every single person that's passed through my life has given me some sort of experience that I am allowed, that I would say has shaped me to who I am today. And hopefully, in that aspect, that like, especially now, I think I just had a conversation with another friend, with someone else, where like we spend so many years like earlier on, especially like in the millennial age people, that we all have all these like history of PTSD and all that stuff. What happens is that we end up putting on these masks that cover who we are as an individual. Um, in some sense, people pleasing. That's in some, you know, that's a big portion of it. Like, I'm gonna put on this face so these people will be okay with me. I'm gonna put on this face so that work can see me in a certain sense, you know. I'm gonna put on another face for, you know, when we meet other people. It comes down to us like trying to fit the mold of everything around us, you know. Sometimes we kind of get caught up in that because we don't want, it might be to avoid conflict, it might be to um it might be to like, you know, feel comfortable and safe within ourselves as well. And that kind of becomes a clutch in your personal growth. At least for me, it became a clutch in my personal growth. Up until pretty recently, I would say in the past, ooh, I'll have to thank a very special person. I can't say her name here, but she knows who she is, and I would say I was a pretty decent human being that tried his best in the last 5, 6 years. But it wasn't until the last couple of years where the experience I got, like interacting with this person, being with this person, and trying to be like, you know, the most ideal version of myself, when I finally noticed that all the faces I had before, all the masks that I had before, gone, diminished, thrown away, chucked, threw out the window. Don't even think about like covering up anymore, kind of thing. And it was such a interesting realization that that happened to me, that even though things did not work out the way I wanted it, and I don't think the other person also did not want it, or did not want things to work out the way they wanted it to work out, but I sure hope that out of the entire thing, that there was some kind of positive, like, growth out of it. And I mean that in all earnesty, because I wouldn't be saying this today anymore, because, or I wouldn't be saying this if I was the person I was like 2 3 years ago, because like that, I think that growth of like who I am to what I'm doing now, has really exponentially increased because of like what I thought my expectation as a person, as like an individual would be. I'm trying to keep it, trying not to make it. I'm trying not to make it too like um, poetic, artsy, and like metaphoric. Like, try to make it as real as possible so that you guys understand, and also understand. But what I think like the biggest takeaway is that no matter what relationships you have, just know that if you're able to, like, if you are earnestly being yourself, to know that person, to be able to build connection with anyone in your life in general, and you've like let yourself feel the raw emotion, and also like be 100% yourself without any fluff floof, or like the good, the bad, ugly, all that, with the people around you, you start learning more about yourself, like not just about other people. Because at a certain point, this is where like I also believe that as individuals we can go pretty damn far. Like if we like keep our head down, keep moving, like build our rapport, like all that stuff, don't care about like human interactions, we can go pretty dang far in terms of like with skills, with, like AI, all that stuff, like to make things a little like gray and dull sometimes. But my honest opinion of that is that as we grow, there is a certain point where learning about ourselves requires learning more about ourselves requires a little bit of push and a little bit of opinions from other people. Not everything is good opinions sometimes, but at the very least you have something to react to, or like go towards, it could be good or it could be bad, like I said. And that can make yourself either a better person, or it makes you understand like things that you don't like. And I think, and that's kind of just where I'm kind of sitting at now, because at one point I was thinking like, man, did I make a mistake? Do I regret things that I shouldn't have done? Or like, do I regret like past relationship that made me probably who I was, that things didn't work out, kind of thing. Like that, those kind of thoughts kind of came into my brain like this past couple weeks, where it's just like kind of self-doubt left and right. And then there's also a portion of it, it's just like, wait a second, it's just like a whole wait a second. It's like, I did this, and at the end of the day, like the experiences were majority positive, and I've made it to where I am today. And I think that positively helped me like manifest the things I'm going through now, which is great, because it's like I'm seeing the fruit of my like fruit of labor, I guess is what some people would say, like the old way of saying it. Maybe I'm a little bit of old guy just saying that, but yeah, I don't know. Again, I'm trying to keep this short, kind of keep this sweet, but I'm just trying to be real with you with where my mentality is, because it's hard out here. Like, I think especially now, like some people not like I I personally find it so hard to like genuinely talk to some people nowadays, because people are just so used to having those masks. Like, I could tell, it's not like I can't tell like when people are like just putting on a show. Um but that doesn't build genuine like real connection sometimes. But then the thing is, if I shy away from like meeting new people or like talking to people, you know, I'm not gonna be able to hear opinions and all that stuff. Oh, got somebody here. You are. No, buddy. We don't do that. Goodbye. I really. Oh, I feel like I turned off that thing. But, anyways, as I was saying, that's pretty much the spiel of this beginning portion. It's really quick, really easy. It's just a reminder for just myself as well, and also a reminder for you guys. Like, you don't have to worry about like who's gonna stay, who's gonna go, kind of thing. when if you're 100% like real and like raw versions of yourself, like the people that value you in that sense of who you are and value the importance of you in their life, those are the people that are going to stay. And I think that is kind of like that's really gonna be where it's at. I think I'm just gonna leave it at that actually, because you know it's just what it is. Like you can't expect 100% people that are always gonna be there, and the people that fuck with you will fuck with you. You know, that's kind of the end all be all kind of thing. And those are also the people that are gonna be the hard asses that are literally gonna push you to become better, and push you to become the best version of yourself. Because the thing is, not only do they see like the good portion of you, they also see that you can be the best. There's like a greater version of you that's out there, and they're gonna be like, it's like they're gonna know. They're like, it's like you are enough as a person, but you know you have potential to be better. It's not an expectation, but I'm gonna make sure that you are not gonna regret these years of your life because you're gonna be the best person that you can be. And I say it in that kind of earnest way, kind of thing, you know, because I feel like that this continuous improvement is always gonna be a thing, and the people that help pull you for this continuous improvement or like push you to do this English talking is the best people in your life, because that's how we all excel, you know. But yeah, um that's pretty much it. Let me just doing some quick things on science here, sorry. Okay, cool. All right, now that we're done with that games, we are gonna play. Like, I don't know. That's a very good question. Do I feel story? I know my last room I played Baldur's Gate. Um, but I did start Persona 3. So we're actually going to play Persona 3 today. Just because. And I know on that list of like things to do, um oh, 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 that. Okay. I might keep my title as is, good vibes and positivity, because I think that's really what it is. But I did update my category. We'll have this loaded up very soon. I'm gonna shrink my face because my face is ugly, you know, just ugly. It's, sorry, let's do a little bit of that. Cool. Okay, let's do that. Pull this way. Let's gravitate this here. Let me just mute the music in the background. Yep. Also, it's nice because I don't need to use keyboard and mouse. Give my hand a little. Oh god. Ow. Sorry. Give my hand a little rest. Oh wait, I need a game capture. Oh, hold on, guys, hold on. All right. Where is it? There you go. Play All right. Now we're back. Oof. I'm level 1 still, guys. uh, but it's okay.
Hell yeah!
Okay. Hopefully.
All right.
Alright. I'm pretty sure I set up before this.
So, it's the real deal from here on, huh?
Looks easy to get lost in.
Can you all hear me?
Whoa! Is that you, Senpai?
I'll be providing audio backup from here on out. Keep that in mind.
Wait, are you saying you can see this place from all the way out there?
It's my persona's ability. The structure of Tartarus actually changes from day to day. I'd like to join you up there, but we need someone to provide outside support.
That's even more concerning.
Now, based on your current location, this shouldn't be too tough, but proceed with caution. You'll get the hang of it as you go.
Right.
Got it. Why is she always like...
Right. Let's begin. Defeat all the shadows on that floor. I'll support you as much as I can, but it's up to you to learn something out there.
Okay.
Hold on. This is the first real battle for... All right. When faced with an enemy, you have two primary options for fending them off. The first option is to use your equipped weapon. The second option is to use your persona. Knowing how personas work will be crucial.
Sit down.
Okay, looks like I'm up. Here goes. Check this out.
Yeah. Morpheus. Okay. Yes.
Haha, yeah!
Yeah, that was amazing.
Well done, Iori. Considering it was your first battle, you did well. Takeba too. You'll be fine. Don't be afraid to show what you can do.
Got it.
Good. Let's continue exploring.
Oh, it's not.
Another shadow up ahead. The battle's about to begin. All right, next, let's go over a useful... Most enemies have an elemental affinity that they have low resistance to. Targeting weaknesses is one of the best ways to deal damage. Not only that, it can also knocking down an enemy creates an opening, letting you continue your offense.
Weaknesses, huh? Done. I'll show you how it's done.
Wait! Let me handle this one. Just point it to my head and pull the trigger. I can do this!
I like how she shoots it through.
Ah, you're not so bad yourself, Yucatan.
That's it, Takeba. You give it a try as well.
Yep.
What to do?
Well done. Keep that up.
Level up.
Fantastic work, Takeba. You performed as well.
Totally. I couldn't take my eyes off you.
Oh god.
Can you try not being a creep?
Great. Looks like everyone's gotten used to handling their personas.
Yeah.
Leader, take note of each member's strengths and conduct the battle accordingly. I can still sense some enemies around. Let's move on.
Yeah.
The heck? Eh?
Yes, boxes like those seem to be scattered all throughout Tartarus. Sometimes they contain useful items for battle.
Oh, sweet! Hell yeah! Let's bust it open and see what's inside.
That looks like it'll be useful.
That's very cool.
Hey.
Looks like they haven't noticed you. Try sneaking up on them from behind. Next, I'm going to explain a tactic for defeating several enemies at once. First, go ahead and strike an... I'll keep track of tactical data, such as any enemy weaknesses you've identified. If you ever forget an enemy's affinities, just let me know.
What to do?
All right, now knock down the other one.
An all-out attack.
It's a maneuver that engages the entire team in a coordinated assault when all enemies have been knocked down. Naturally, the enemy has no way of...
Whoa!
Now, it's time for...
I really think it's funny how it's always just like smoke and everything is smack. Alright, yeah.
How'd you like our all...
When I saw my opening, it's like my body just knew what to do.
Yeah.
That was magnificent teamwork. It's hard to believe it's your first time. As you grasp the flow of battle, you'll learn to coordinate with each other seamlessly. Let's apply what we've learned so far and continue exploring. I detect enough. Take advantage of what you just learned. Try not to alert the enemy as you move.
Well.
I've covered the basics of combat now, but the most important thing is making decisions. I'll continue providing support, but this time, go ahead and try fighting on your own.
You, my boy, are able to possess multiple personas and summon them at will.
Yeah.
Better be wise when choosing battles, mostly babbles. Those big top shady fofos they will fight for. Drop these bars in my sleep. Keep my tricks up my sleeve. Wait till late for you to live around. Get ready.
Disturbing the peace. Look into my eyes. The things you loving about behind my back. Emptiness in me. I hold these eyes every down. It's late or isolation is going
Not that. I'll go with.
You're thirsty for blood as you crave it. For love, what you want is what makes you go numb. Purposefully blocking good thoughts. Persona! 'Cause I'm about to knock him out cold.
Your persona just now. It looks like...
Don't worry about it, it's just some last words after do this, do that.
disturbing the peace. Look into
The enemy's down!
Shuffle set. Ooh. Skill card. Experience. Oh man. I can't hold myself from getting skill cards, yo. It's funny because I actually found out I actually do have Persona 4. And apparently I actually finished the game
The enemy has been
on my
defeated.
Steam account.
Excellent work.
Because I saw the thing.
was
Well, it looks like he has the ability to summon different personas. I suspected as much after the events from the other day, but now we know for sure.
Sorry.
All right.
You'll teleport. Right. Occasionally you'll encounter one-way teleporting tires like these. Which are new. Keep in mind, since these teleports are only one way, you can't return to the same point.
look.
Yes, that particular... The box can be unlocked by its own mechanism, but it needs something else to work during the dark hour.
What's that you got there?
I wonder... Not bad.
Okay. Try to see if there's anything else on here.
teleporter,
Exactly what Takeba said.
Looks like it should go. Oh, there it is.
Looks like you found a
One-way
teleporter. Now use it to return to the entrance.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Welcome back. So, how was it?
No problem.
I see. Well, if you gained confidence, that's the best thing you could have achieved.
Wow! I never knew I had that kind of power. But damn, why do I feel so exhausted?
because you were bouncing around like a little kid.
You say that, but you look pretty tired yourself, Yuka-tan.
Wait, hold on 1 second.
This is different.
That's the effect of the dark hour. You'll become fatigued more easily. Don't worry, you'll get used to it. I have to say, though, I'm surprised. You all did much better than I expected. At this rate, they'll catch up to you in no time, Akihiko.
We'll see about that.
Crank up the food.
Not bad. Salut.
Yo! Yeah.
That concludes the main portion of today's assembly. Next, we'll hear a word from the Student Council. Please welcome the new president, Mitsuru Kirijo, from Class 3D.
Thank you.
So she did get elected. Well, I guess she is the most popular girl in school.
You can say that again. She's got this intimidating vibe around her. Not to mention, this school's owned by the Kirijo Group, right?
As I begin my term as Student Council President, I'd like to share with you my vision for this coming year. It is my firm belief that each of us must accept the responsibility of bettering our school. However, change cannot occur without sustained effort and an unprecedented level of commitment. That is why we must restructure our daily lives in order to rise to this challenge. I'd like each of you to dig deeply into your well of motivation and reevaluate your convictions. Strive to imagine a bold new future without losing sight of the realities around you. That is the key. My own ideas are but one person's vision. For us to reap the full benefits of our education, your participation, opinions, and enthusiasm are essential. Thank you.
Dang, what a speed. Do you, have any idea what she just said?
Of
Sure
course.
didn't sound like something a high schooler would say. If it was anyone else, we'd be laughing our ass.
Indeed.
Okay, time for
God.
class.
Isolated crowd suspended over towel. Nah, stay away, dude.
What even?
Oh no. Yo. I'm not about to be yelled at by a teacher in a game, yo.
Yo, want to stop by Paul? Might want to stock up while we can, since we got stuff going on at night. There's a pharmacy there too. Couldn't hurt to get some meds in case anything happens.
Yeah.
You bet I am. If we don't step up to the plate, who will? The chairman said it himself. The fate of the world depends on us. Let's go, leader. First task, escape from the school.
Look! It's Sonata Senpai!
Sonata Senpai?
Wait
Oh.
for us!
Have you noticed how popular Sonata's? I guess neither of us really got to know him before all this crazy stuff happened. He's a captain of the boxing team. Who'd have thought boxing would turn you into a chick man?
Yo, boxing is everything though. A lot of people like that stuff.
I mean, come on! They're fawning on him more than a harem manga. I wonder where they're going.
Hey, are you guys free this afternoon?
Huh? Us?
Yeah, you.
I mean, hell yeah! We can shop later.
Yeah.
Well, are you free or not?
Alright.
Yeah, of course. No problema.
I want the two of you to meet me at Polonia Mall. You know where it is, right? I'll be waiting at the police station. Got it?
You mean we're not hanging out with your friends?
Wow.
Who? These girls? No, I don't even know their names. Hearing so much chit-chat gives me a headache. Anyway, I'm going on ahead. Don't keep me waiting.
Wait! Senpai! Don't leave us!
I like how it's thin student. that's some crazy description.
Anyway, let's go. Yeah.
I never felt like so miserable. I never knew I'm thinking this will last forever. Baby, stay with me. You gotta say now you have things are in me.
Pretty
Never
exciting.
felt like so different now. It doesn't seem like we've been far apart, so you're lost.
Yo.
My lips were turned out.
That's good.
I never felt like.
Thank you, Kurosawa-san. I'll be taking this. Oh, this is Officer Kurosawa. He helps keep our squad well equipped. Oh, and here.
Oh, money.
Whoa, is that our warp?
You can't fight empty-handed. So Kurosawa-san has connections. He can secure equipment for us. But these things still cost money.
Of course they do. Nothing in life is free.
I realize that. Well, I'll see you later.
I've been informed about you two. My job is to maintain peace in this city regardless of the circumstance. I'm just an ordinary police officer, but it doesn't take a genius to know something strange is going on. I'm only doing what I think is right. Nothing more. If you need something, we can... All right.
It's very like funny and also suspicious at the same time. It's just like, oh, a police officer's getting you everything that you need. It's like we got some drugs. Don't do drugs, kids. Yeah, so funny.
What'll it be? I got some stuff you might find useful, so feel free to browse. When it comes to blades, you've really got to take good care of them. Otherwise, they're just useless metal sticks.
What's 10 HP? But
That what you want? Great, it's all yours. That what you want? Take your time. That what you want? Great, it's all yours. That what you want? Great, it's all yours. Uh-huh.
oh,
As long as you need.
I don't have money for this, obviously. Okay.
Uh-huh. What are you looking for?
I guess I'll save money for now.
All done here? What'd you bring? How many? You're handing... All right, I'll take that.
Very well.
You finished? Come back soon.
What's more? They only gave us 5,000. I'm gonna miss the rerun of the Lonely. Wow, I'll leave the rest to you, leader. Let's meet up again. You know where.
What's up?
There's a ton of shops and stuff in this place, so you really should. All right.
Welcome back. Let's see. Oh, right.
So dance, if you wanna go ahead. Free to do whatever, I'm chilling on my bed. I'm out in my biz, so mind your own biz. Whatever like is, we gon' flow with this air. Hey, 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 feeling the fire with the burning desire every day. Raise
I
fire.
think I need money.
Time is shining, I'm down and round. I'm gonna drive until the break into rounding out. I'm on a mission, riding out. Whatever it is I gotta do, riding out until the day I meet you. I'm riding out. I look up in the skies, asking out a while. I will never let it phase me. I'm keeping good vibes when I'm on the road. Watch out for all surprises. What it provides is good and bad, but nothing ties us.
Okay. Love the music in this game.
For the days ahead of us, put your hands up, wave it side to side for good luck. For the nights like this, put your hands up, love the moment even from dusk. Yo, you always got my back, and of course I got your back. Don't you worry about that. Now, it's been a good day, good night. It's gonna be a good
Welcome.
day, good night.
Okay, that's not what you do then. Let's see, where else can I do?
Two hands meet at zenith. Nothing comes between us. Dancing like ballerinas under the moonlight all night long. How these planets seem to seascape painted so
Ah,
vividly.
pharmacy.
Welcome. We've got some new stuff. Take your time, browse.
Okay, don't have
Done
money for
already?
Yep.
Come again, yeah?
Don't have money for anything.
Time is shining, I'm down and round. I'm gonna drop until the break into rounding out. I'm on a mission, routing out. Whatever it is I gotta do, routing out until the day I meet you. I'm routing out. I look up in the skies, asking out a while, but never let it.
Nice, we got money.
Yo, you sure? Yo, what's up? Hey man, I'm gonna get some ramen after.
That's not weird.
No reason really. Just don't have anything to do later. Plus, I figured we could finish our chat from this morning. So how about it, man? Let's get some ramen at the mall and talk.
Where you are. Okay.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
I just bought a bunch of ramen bowls. Because like, one of my coworkers was like, for a few days she was just having ramen. Like, that smells so dang good. So I ended up buying ramen bowls to be delivered because I was like, that'd be a good way to save me from spending 20 bucks to.
Oh, was I right or was I right?
It's really
Soup
nice.
here tastes great, doesn't it?
Oh, that's gonna suck. There's a place that does like egg sandwiches. Man, so good. It's like it's kind of a pseudo Korean toast, but not really. Because they
gotta
don't
put some
they don't do,
special
like,
ingredient
cabbage and all that stuff.
Something no other ramen shop would ever use. Maybe there's a secret clue in the shop's name. Ah, my bad. I always geek out a little whenever I eat here.
Just shut up.
You do? Really? You taste the magic too? Man, I wasn't expecting that. I think I'm liking you more by the minute. By the way, I hear you and Takeba-san are pretty
Oh my
close.
gosh.
Damn, you just transferred here too.
You really?
Well, I can't blame you. Man's gotta be aggressive in this day and age. Hey, let's hang out after school again sometime. Let me know when you're free. I'll tell you all about my secret plan. Dude, you're gonna flip when you hear it.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast established a new bond.
What? It's already dark? Damn, I missed my favorite show. Man, for real? Oh well. Let's get going. But first, let's swap numbers. Bust out that...
My cell phone. Ooh. Yo, you guys seen like the whole the Z Flip Samsung phone? People are raving so much about it because Apple has been doing too well in terms of providing new products that they bring back some good old Samsung phones. I don't want to switch. I don't really care to.
Oh, it's you. Welcome back.
Nice. It doesn't look like it's really increasing, so I'm not sure if if it's actually doing anything. So.
You know what? Wow.
Yakisoba.
Come again.
Okay. So. I don't know.
I never feel like miserable. I never knew I'm thinking this will last forever. Is this the with me? You gotta say no. Yours are all in me.
It's been a whole day doing that Twitch trying. That's crazy.
Welcome back. Nah.
Huh.
Oh.
So dance. If you wanna go ahead, free to do whatever. I'm chilling on
Yo.
my bed. I'm minding my biz, so mind your own biz. Whatever like is, we gon' flow with the set. Hey, 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 feeling the fire with the burning desire. Every day to inspire, but never expires. But we gon' chill today. Let me rock the world tomorrow. You know.
Yes.
Tyrus, here we go.
As we explore Tartarus, this will be our temporary base of operations.
Welcome. I have been anticipating your arrival. The time has come for you to wield your power. My role is to create new personas by merging multiple persona cards together. One could call it a fusion of persona.
There is much hidden potential within your persona ability. We've never had a guest show this much promise in the past.
Indeed. And by establishing social links, you may be able to create even stronger persona. Oh, to that end.
If you wish to learn more about fusing then come talk to me. I will assist you to the best of my ability. Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Only have two, right?
This is your progress so far. Does that persona catch your eye?
Huh. There's a good amount of it, honestly.
I suspect you can't control this one. I suspect you can't control this one.
Alright, well.
I, too, have a purpose. Which will you choose?
This persona is powerful.
See, my question is always gonna be, is this character worth keeping? Like,
What kind of persona?
This persona is powerful.
I don't know,
It is a special persona you desire, is it not?
might just keep my...
Accept yourself. Accept your abilities.
I don't know, man, this is hard.
Very well.
Okay, I think that I'm gonna end here tonight. I know it's another hour stream. I'm trying to get better. I was supposed to start a little bit earlier. Got a little bit distracted. But if you came and stopped by the stream, I'm glad. But I am a little tired, and I want to make sure I'm keeping the energy up and like actually playing the game correctly. So
We look.
let us go ahead and save the game. Like I said, I'm taking this as I go, you know. Just so that we can, you know, take it easy, have some fun time streaming, and I hope you enjoy it for the most part. Yeah, we'll be chilling. I think tomorrow. Well, I'll probably stream a little bit longer tomorrow. I don't know what game just yet. Or I might be doing something else tomorrow. I don't know yet. Really depends what I'm feeling like. Like I said, these streams are kind of like all over the place. I don't have a set schedule like I mentioned before. So we're just gonna play by ear. If you guys find me on stream, great. If you're not, you know, hopefully catch me next time. So yeah, take care, guys. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.